mean, that's the heater as well, but yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
I also got
Crank it
oil,
up, boys.
I got oil heaters as well. So.
We can bundle up.
But
If
he's
you like your
got a
song, you know.
little. Last time we
I got
was
oil
here, he had
heaters as well.
a little.
Yeah, I had 2 oil heaters in that one.
And that thing got hot in here too.
Yeah,
I remember last time we used it.
that one gets really dry. That's why I don't use it. All right. Sorry. We're about ready.
Yep.
Born ready.
Who you were?
You don't know. You weren't there.
55 minutes before Dane was.
Was he?
I will
Nobody
take a
here
couple
was
of
there.
pictures. I'll make sure this is on.
Recording?
Yeah.
We live.
Got it.
That fucking
Yeah, baby.
sucked.
Yeah, got it in pause mode the whole fucking time.
There was like a 50-50 chance that we didn't record last time.
Yeah.
Was it really?
I think
Yeah,
it's
wait.
recorded, but
I was convinced that I had.
You had a fake?
Hmm?
Okay.
I had one job.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this right. It's got to be right. Get all them low rolls out of here. All right.
Yeah, I heard you in the video too.
That was on Nat 1.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you got rid of a 20 and a 1. Hopefully you land in the middle.
let's go one more.
It's,
Where I'm at.
are we starting off by rolling exhaustion or all of these guys already rolled?
They already rolled. You have one. If you want, you can do that right now, or we can wait till after the recap.
Did I get rid of mine or do I still have one?
You still have one.
I would
Yeah,
say-
you would get rid of it during your this long rest.
If
If we get it.
If we get it.
Oh, you won't. But yeah.
Fuck.
Did anyone need anything drinks wise?
I might get a coffee later, but right now it's fine.
Right.
Lemonade.
I will also take a Sprite.
Lemonade.
It's not a real Sprite.
What is it? I don't know. I'll be fine. Whatever it is.
It's like a great value version, or?
No,
It just comes.
It's like
just
lemonade.
come
Like,
out.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm trying something new.
I don't know. They were selling it 50 years of hip hop, and there's 2 of them.
Yeah, just two.
Please.
Hey, it tastes like if it tastes more like lemonade, tell me. I get one.
Lemonade.
A lemonade.
50 years ago. So play Run DMC at the table, you know what
I
I'm
don't remember.
Would you like to smell it? It smells like Sprite.
Nah, I'm not. It's got 1% juice in it.
Oh.
Turn it over. You can see.
saying? Juice.
You go.
got the juice.
Up. You went too far. There you go.
I don't know where I'm looking. I'm not. Oh, I see it. 1% juice right by my finger.
This shit's like this big on the label.
Kruger jeans.
Yeah.
You guys share one pair of pants?
Yeah. Scott's wearing them today.
It's not bad. It's actually pretty good.
Tastes like lemonade? Or tastes like Sprite?
If Sprite was a lemonade, that's what it tastes like.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So no. All right. Who would like to give a recap?
Take it away, Captain. Oh, you know what? You were right. You were absent last time, so you had to do it. Well, Manga, it's all you, bro.
No, I'm always like,
It's all you, big dog.
no.
Come on, it's freshest in your mind.
I'm gonna throw it out there.
No.
After an absence, Ken gave like the best recap, like hands down.
Ken's a former D&D master, D&D fucking master too.
Former, not anymore?
No, I retired.
Sorry.
He gave it to his brother to handle things.
And
I
he's,
still it for 40 days and 40 nights.
Go ahead, Jay Rich.
and Dan put too much effort in. Now I can't.
You had the
I can't
most
follow up the
craziest
track
shit
guys. I'm sorry.
during this session.
Yeah, which is why I'm exempted. I got one hand. I got something up to recap.
I will do. In the beginning of the session, we investigated this temple, this ruin that was.
I'm gonna go a little further back. Because Kyle.
Well,
Start with the moose. Moose dies, crashes fucking.
the moose was slain by my precise arrow.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of things that happen.
He's doing the recap, everybody.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Eramir and
You
the
remember
boys.
it different.
Your history's written by the
I don't
recap.
think that's what we're called.
Eramir and the boys.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
Slade.
he's doing the recap.
This is my recap. This is what happened. Thank you. Anyways, the moose dies. This reveals a temple that has been hidden by magic. there is an encounter between Ulrich and what he believes to be Sander. He's given a bag and told to give it back to Sander later. He doesn't question it. He's been walking through the woods looking for us. He trusts you. So he
First
takes
red flag.
So he takes it. Now, then he meets up with us. At this time, Sander is seemingly obsessed with this temple. He seems to start piecing together things in his head. We can't quite understand what's going on. He's going from place to place, reading strange symbols that we have no idea what they are. As he's going through and reading and seemingly talking to himself, he comes to a well, called a well, cauldron.
The Goblet of Fire.
I was about to say the fire thing. I wouldn't know what you called that.
Fire pit.
I don't think it was a pit. Maybe like a pedestal.
I think it was like a pedestal. He lights a flame in this. It was at this moment that we realized that Sander was possibly losing his mind. He cut off his hand and set it into this flame. Although what was strange was his hand burned almost immediately. It didn't wither or burn slow, it just turned to ash. And we heard the temple open. Sander rushed down, Red, Emrys, Riv, and Ulrich.
I was gonna say it was such spikes.
All went down with him, while myself and Umanga guarded the entrance from attack.
Yes,
from
for
the
those
rear.
dangerous forest critters, bunny rabbits and birds.
While we were up there, blue-eyed animals kept investigating us. I spoke to one of the animals, and it informed me that Ravison wanted us dead, considered us a threat to Aurel, and that we had somehow made it onto her hit list. I bid the creature adieu, and that is what continued up on the surface. Down below, Sander encountered somebody that he seemed to have known for a long time. Or had been talking to him. It was a fox demon named
Scriven Scribe.
Scriven Scribe. It was apparent that Sander was meant to flee this demon for some reason that he is not said. When they began to approach, they were attacked by a spirit, protecting basically Scriven Scribe from being freed. They slayed the creature and they freed this fox demon. There were some words exchanged with Sander and Scriven Scribe. Scriven Scribe dusted Sander's eyes with dust, but did not say why. After a short period, the demon went to leave. I had sent Oma downstairs to investigate what was happening. Oma never encountered the demon. He disappeared. Upon returning to the surface, Sonder observed the statues were moving, conversing. This was not something that could be seen by anybody else in the park. We then followed Sonder to another door, which he was able to figure out that we needed moonlight to open. At that time, Momanga used his mighty sword to reflect the moonlight in the proper fashion to open the door. Inside,
He was
there-
red.
It's actually Ulrich's little mirror.
Yeah, he had his thieves' tools.
But yeah, it was-
Red did the silver sword first.
Yeah.
whatever.
He's doing the recap.
Objection, Your Honor.
Adamir and the boys then went inside. Sonder observed what would be elven royalty statues. Did not realize that he could see them. They were conversing, and after some conversation between them, it was discovered that this was their burial place, their tomb. The party entered the tomb of the queen and the king. There were some items attained from the queen's crypt, a moon bow, and a few other items. And in the other crypt there was a broken bow and something else. I don't remember what was found. It was Ulrich and I.
Oh,
What we found?
no,
What they found?
you guys found the dead woman, correct?
There was a dead elven girl
It was girl, yeah, young girl.
and
Donkey bush.
a freaky bush and
Live a miserable bush.
a few items.
Miserable.
Upon trying to leave, Emrys discovered a mirror that turned out to be magic, showing
It's like the thing, the person you wanted to see the most.
the person you wanted to see most. Everybody, for the most part, except for myself and Amanga, looked into the mirror.
Momonga did look. I think Ulrich did look.
I don't know. Did you?
Dan told me to look.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Upon trying to leave, Emrys decided to smash the mirror. This caused the sad bush to reveal itself into a druid elf woman.
She was the bush?
I believe she was.
Out of the bushes.
You guys couldn't know, so you guys saw the bush. You guys had left, and then she had came around the corner.
Oh,
So either she was the bush, invisible, some other thing that you guys don't understand.
And she attacked us. We decided to run away. She was frozen, I believe, or
Old person.
yeah, I think it was the whole person there.
Yeah.
Who's whole person?
That boy.
that provided us the means to escape. And we outran and tricked the druid as we went through the woods because the trees were against us. And
Straight up trick Mother Nature.
made it back to Lonelywood, where we unfortunately discovered that Danae and her aunt had been murdered.
R.I.P. today.
The children were okay, fortunately.
She did not get to behold whatever it was the red had.
That's right. While investigating the Happy Scrimshander, there was a piece of Scrimshander discovered by Sandler that implied that
Hold on.
Lam may have put out the hit on Danae or her aunt or both.
Son of a bitch.
Defeated, tired, Larry, our party went to the speaker's house to lay our heads and rest. At which point, throughout the night, the air became sour, the food became stale, and dark dreams entered everybody's heads. Upon awakening in the morning, there was a dark circle around the home to tell us that we had been visited by a night hag. That's where I left it.
Did we wake up?
We're gonna talk about that right now. So,
Very detailed right
is there anything anyone else would like to add?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't get to hear
the majority of it.
the end of the podcast. So.
That was basically it.
Yeah, that's about where we left off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just ran away from the hill person to the chick. Ran away.
We brought
So she's still in there.
Nimsy,
Nimsy back. We found
Yeah,
her.
brought Nimsy.
Oh,
that wasn't said on there.
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
she's wearing a hat. That's the
Yeah, we
style.
gave her a hat.
Oh, and we left her with the giant
Miss
man.
Scouts, yeah.
We left her with one dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all.
I don't think
Found-
it's any
That's when we found
specific
Danae
dude.
because they said that her aunt Danae knew about like healing. So that's when Red ran to go retrieve her to try to heal Nimsy up, and that's when they found her dead.
Where'd y'all find Nimsy?
She was in that cave.
Yeah,
next to
with
the mirror.
Yeah.
With the mirror. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So y'all smashed the mirror. Y'all also found
Nimsy.
Nimsy.
Brought her back to town with us.
a chick popped out.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all held person on her.
Yep.
Boogied on out of there.
Boogie on out.
Took Nimsy with you. And hopped on the wolf's back and I was hauled ass. Huh?
Wolf's back. You got
Oh,
wolf.
she just ran on her legs?
No, I carried her. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm super
She's-
strong, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Strong as hell.
And that was it.
Yep.
And now we're here, chilling,
All right.
taking a sweet nap.
First thing we're gonna do. Momonga was not here last session and has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Right now?
Yeah, we're gonna find this
Do it
out. It may affect your.
How much further you get fucked up?
Constitution. Big money, no win. 16.
16.
Well,
All right,
passes
so you're
go, yeah.
still at 2.
Ooh,
Um,
that's good.
Would you like to hold on to that?
Yeah, I got a long ways to get this one off.
All right. Does anyone else need to roll anything prior to starting? I don't believe
I don't
so.
think so.
Disadvantage on
May I-
attack rolls and saving.
Roll
That shit sucks.
for a probability that the moose meat that I got is good.
The probability.
Oh, would that have rotted through the night?
Yes. So all food and water will have been spoiled. That's inside the circle.
Damn, spoiled the water too.
Uh,
Oh shit! What about
stinky.
the mead?
Hold on, I missed something. What just happened? I was raising the car.
No, you're fine. I was asked if the moose meat was still good. And I said if all food and water that is in that circle was.
In that circle, okay. All food
They just got
and
a
water?
pocket full of sneaky meat.
So all of our rations, is that considered food also?
Yeah, we'll find out in the morning.
What about alcohol?
This.
Damn.
That was an emergency.
So we gotta make a detour back to Goodmead before this guild goes down.
We don't have time, sorry.
Well then, big
What about the whole long rest thing?
That's what we're figuring out now, I think.
Yeah. So, but in terms of your
you won't like me when I'm sober.
your long rest, none of you guys who is affected by the night hag's dreams will get long rest. So none of you guys are gonna get long rest. Now, the only exception would be characters who do not dream.
Um,
So are Elvin, Fanboy.
I think elves do still dream though.
They well, I don't know if they do dream.
The meditate.
2 seconds.
Yeah, look it up.
It's not free yet.
I want to say they don't as well, but I could be mistaken.
What a cop out.
Hang
But
on.
they also they meditate and it's 4 hours
They don't need a full 8 hours.
Yeah, they don't need a full 8 hours.
We don't. What about regain?
What about you?
I don't know. I figured I'd get some.
Oh, I.
What about me?
Yeah.
What about you?
How many
Rats dream.
Oh, so we leveled up last time, right?
No, not last time.
What did it say?
You can dream if you choose to dream.
If you
Yeah,
do the thing.
I vaguely
Or it can't
remember.
be meditation
Not
or
this
mental
time.
exercise.
I had wanted to create a
Daydream.
an elven druid of the shepherd, the dream one, and like an elf that's obsessed with dream because they've never had any, so they're like really obsessed with like humans and dreaming. But that's why. But well, so I guess the question is, do you dream?
Did you decide to dream this past Saturday? Should we flip a coin on it?
Roll probability.
Do you typically dream? Is this like it's not a common thing
Well,
for
even-
Adamir, or?
Even if he dreams, since he only takes a short rest, he only has 4 hours to get a long rest. Will he still be able to get his long rest?
You don't get the benefits of a long. You don't get the benefits of a long rest if you're affected by the night hag ability.
Let me
Oh.
ask you this: is there things that Aramir dreams about?
Does it count as short rest then?
Everybody's got
You
something to
couldn't
dream
get short
about.
rest, yes.
Do you typically
So,
chase dreams like that, or?
to be fair, Aramir does not want to dream, or that may lead him to a place that he does not want to go.
Ah,
Makes sense.
makes sense, yeah.
And typically, because Aramir is so awesome, he focuses his meditation on monitoring to make sure that the party is safe and that they can get their long rest.
So we don't get a short rest either.
No, you will get a short rest.
Yes.
Would
Are
I
you
get
rolling
long
for the
rest?
benefits?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's that?
said rest.
Yes. So the benefits of the short rest you guys will get, but no long rest. So this long
You
rest
get your
will
spell
count as
slots
a short
back.
rest.
Oh, so no rules or anything.
For the rest, no.
I will
no.
use one of my
So I get my health back.
one of my hit dice.
My spell slot.
Okay. To you?
Yeah.
Do you get? Oh,
Oh well, yeah, you get a long rest. Yeah, you could.
yeah.
Shit, I'm using
Yeah.
4 of them, bro.
Yes,
Oh,
you can burn. You can burn your.
Yeah, how would that work? We're just burning hit dice at this point.
Yeah. So you guys have an option of healing. You've got a pool of hit dice equal to your level, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
would choose a number of that to roll to heal.
Oh, and are we going to do the way where, like I was saying before?
I don't care either
No,
way.
sorry.
You guys, if that's how you guys want to do it, I'm fine with it.
10, 11,
So it's so real quick. Do you guys want it to be where you have to call your hit dice, so you can't say, "Hey, I'm gonna, I'm rolling 2." You roll a 1 and a 2. You're like, I want to burn a third one. Whatever you
Yes.
call, you use.
Yep.
Okay.
And I call 4 and I just roll it. Cody is my witness.
Okay.
I will use 2 of my hit dice.
Yes.
That's nothing crazy, I just realized.
Equal to our level, so we have 5.
Odd shapes on
Yeah,
the
5.
Okay.
I'm going to
Oh,
roll.
really?
Did you roll that? I looked it up.
That's interesting.
I was unhappy.
I was pretty fucked up too.
That's
I'm gonna roll.
that's kind of broken.
It's pretty dirty, yeah.
When do we get hit dice back?
Long
Next
long
rest.
rest.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Long rest only.
When you get them back, yes.
I'm gonna do 1.
But you should have yours
You get
out. Yeah.
I'm 33 out of 38.
I don't think so.
So I just hopefully this isn't a 1. Well, is that plus your con, right?
Is it plus your con?
Or is
no,
it
you
just
don't,
a solo?
you don't roll
I don't
around
think
for
so.
hit dice rolls, do you?
I don't
I
believe
don't think so.
No.
But
Alright, I'm doing 5 then.
Well, you must have.
Yeah, dude.
I don't
Damn
remember.
it, of
Did you get
course.
fucked up out there?
I'm 3 HP away from half.
We all fought the fucking
I'm gonna use 2.
That wasn't in the recap.
fighting the spirit. Yeah, it was.
I mean, the
First one?
getting fucked up part.
Of course, I rolled
Oh,
a 1
yeah,
on my
yeah.
fucking P10.
First one's a 5.
No, it is not.
Second one?
Nine.
A 9.
Oh, you
So
huge.
14.
HP doing
you got your wild shapes.
19.
You already called. You already called 5.
You got 14. It's another 9.
You already called
You maxed
5.
out.
Yeah, I'm next. Okay.
Alright.
Sounds great. Thank you for your detail.
Yeah.
What do you get?
I rolled 2 ones.
2 ones.
Sleep
I
in
rolled.
Las Vegas.
I only rolled 1. Rolled 1.
How many? How much help do you need?
I needed 5.
Oh, man.
That's why I only rolled 1, and I got 1 fucking point. I was like,
Do we need a long rest to recover my hand?
We'll roll
Starts
for it.
Deadpool and you got a little spore can right now.
It's so big.
Nat 20.
Well,
Do a
that's 20 on
piccolo.
D10.
All right. So throughout the night, you guys, with that toss and turn, the air became thick, and it feels almost as though there's someone sitting on your chest. Whoever would like to, if you guys want to go ahead and tell me about the nightmare that you had.
Come on, guys. What do you got? What do you got, guys? Bad dreams. Come on, Emrys. Come on, man.
Yeah, okay.
Give me some background shit. What's up?
Sure. I mean, you're not going to get any background shit from my dreams.
Oh.
However, basically, it starts out as a night view, and you can see, the Aurora Borealis in Oral flying off into the distance. Then it slowly starts panning down, and it pans quickly across, all 10 towns. Everything's frozen. People are kind of like frozen mid-motion. Ice sickles dripping from, all their appendages and stuff like that, and off their nose. And then it slowly starts going further out, and then it goes all the way to Kalimshan. There's a man sitting there, and it lingers there for a moment. He's chest deep in water, looks like he's trying to flee, and it's a frozen pool of eels. And then it goes further on, and eventually it comes, you see a mask lying on the ground. It's Emrys's mask, and he is lying there, multiple wounds sticking into him, arrow bows, and a whole bunch of, claw marks, and he just looks tethered. And then it pans up, and it sees you, 5, walking away.
Holy shit.
Sound like some fucking Sonder shit.
Aw, your nightmare is us betraying you? You are the captain. He's a fucking captain.
Red.
I'll go next.
In a circle.
Red.
I'll go next.
Unless you want to go. I mean, nobody wanted to go a minute ago.
Well, Dan's got mine, so.
Well, galvanized by Emrys.
You want to go?
Yes, no? Maybe so?
You can go.
Sure.
Yeah, go for
Well,
it.
must do you, Thunder.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll save breads for last because I have it. So.
Okay. Alright. Saunders stands on the outside of a massive underground chamber with other hooded figures. In the center, a massive black dragon stands over a mass of humanoid figures. The hooded figures chant loudly, earnestly. The massive humanoid figures begin to wail collectively as dark magics need to separate souls from bodies. The souls become an energy that coalesces around the dragon, becoming a great screaming maelstrom of sickly green light. Sonder makes eye contact with a young woman before her soul is ripped away to join the storm. And the dragon rises up, roaring. Its wings stretch out, and the flesh begins to rot off. Horrified, Sonder stabs a hooded figure on his left, and blasts the figure on his right with a bolt of green light. The dragon roars as the maelstrom of life energy begins to collapse and the ritual begins to falter. Hooded figures around the room recoil from the interruption of their magics, and turn to seek out the one who derailed them in this great moment. The scene fades to black and opens again with Sonder fleeing through winding cave tunnels. He stumbles here and there as bolts of green energy impact all around. Sonder's still on fire and clutches a badly burned hand to his chest as he flees. A green bolt of energy slams into his back and the scene fades to black once more.
Man, we gotta fight a dragon because of your ass.
Okay. So Rib's nightmare starts in a forest with Rib in a frantic scramble. Rib's sweating intensely. He's heavy from blood matted on his fur, and he feels his heart pounding super loud in his ears. And he can hear these shifty footsteps keeping up with him. Even though he pushes the pace, he still feels them pushing faster, almost at like an inhuman rate. The dream mainly focuses on the heart pounding in his ears. He constantly hears it. It's super fast. It's probably the worst part about the whole chase. And as he's feels like they're gaining on him, and he feels the tiring of his muscles, He feels the rake of a dagger in his side, and he rolls over to where he's in his childhood room on the floor. And from the bed that he used to lay on as a kid, he sees 2 eyes, and then 6 eyes, and swarms of rats fleeing from underneath the bed towards him as he's laying on the ground. And they shift over him, seeming in like a scrambling, trying to get away from something, and then they all turn on him and tear him apart.
Holy shit.
Fucking A. Yes.
Alright. I didn't know I was supposed to write something. And I just learned about this just about a couple
Improv,
about an
man.
hour ago. Yeah. So alright, so my dream will be I'm starting off just running in the woods. And it's actually me an air mirror running through the woods. Just dark woods, just digging and dashing, back and forth, heart pounding. And then, but when I look to the right, air mirror has disappeared. And then I keep running, and then midway through the woods, I stop. And then I turn around, and I look behind me. It seems like I haven't ran anywhere, but I'm still back into a prison. So I try to run and find the exit again. But as I'm running, right when I turn to the exit, I look back again, and then I'm pretty much in a winding maze, and all I can hear is air mirror screaming. So I stop and make a decision to actually go and find him. So I try to run towards the screams, and then the next thing I see is that I'm actually locked up in handcuffs, and it's just me down there. The screaming has stopped, but I'm locked up from my hands and my feet, and all I hear is a creature coming with a loud screech. And then I wake up.
That's good. It's really good.
I like this.
I don't believe.
Fair. Just out of curiosity, we're all experiencing this nightmare together. Do our dreams bleed into each other? Do we get to see some of what other people are dreaming?
So no, your dreams are your own. But one of the interesting things about a hag's nightmare is that some of it can come true. Momongo, when you wake, you're first awake, you kind of jolt yourself up and you're looking around and you go to wipe your hand across your face and a chain snags as you are chained firmly. Sonder, your only hand has burn marks now. Riv, when you wake, there are 100 dead rats inside the bed.
Oh, shit.
Emrys, there is a circle of frost around you, and unbeknownst to you, snow falls on Kalimshan for the first time ever.
What did you say just then?
Snow falls on Kalimshan for the first time ever.
What is that?
That's where he's from.
That's where
Oh, okay. What about Red?
I was about to say.
Yeah, right.
Getting traction here.
Yeah, and let's do good old Red. Red, your dream starts. You're in a countryside somewhere. Beautiful rolling green hills. The trees in full bloom. You've got a small house, small farm out in the back. Kind of a picture-perfect little town or little home. You look up into the sky and you see the sun and clouds coming very quickly. You immediately think to yourself that you better get these chores done before the rain comes. You walk around the side of your house, ducking underneath the clothesline, grabbing the feed pail to feed the hogs. You go, you grab a little shovel, and you start just chucking food over the fence. The hogs run up and they start eating, and you're kind of just in, just kind of reveling in it, kind of thinking about your life and how all the crazy things that had happened to you, and this is where you wound up. It's kind of surreal on it, and then you hear on the other side of the hog pen, you have a small building for the hogs. You hear Soldier's voice saying, "Goodbye, Flynn. Goodbye." This kind of seems off, but she's been a little off recently. You put down the pail and walk around the building, and you see her. She has taken off one of the cloth from the clothing line, and she looks like she's tucking Finn in. And you kind of lean up and you kind of smile, and you just, "No, honey, it's a good night." And then Soldier says, "No, it's goodbye this time." She looks over at you, and you can see now over her the body of Finn, and there are maybe 100 stab wounds and blood has permeated through the cloth. And you rush to him. You kind of grab him. His body's limp. The blood's cold. And you get a shiver down your spine, and you look over your shoulder, and a grin across Soldier's face from ear to ear, an inhuman grin. And then her face contorts into this older, decrepit being. You immediately get up, you grab Soldier and slam her against the pen. And then right then you snap to, you realize you have Soldier pinned up against the home of Nimsy Huddle, and she is crying, "What did I do? What did I do?" Ah! As you realize and drop her as you have just slammed her head into the wall. She's crying on the ground. You guys all snap out of what you're doing. You're still in chains. You have a burn mark. There are rats in your body, and there's frost on you, and you're in shock as she's just on the ground crying.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You didn't do anything, I'm sorry.
I want to try to break the trance.
Saunter bursts in the room with a flaming green sword.
Green sword erupts. Give me a strength check.
I'm going to snap out and ready an arrow at Red.
And that 20.
You easily snap the chains with this flash of golden light. They basically almost incinerate as you snap it across the room.
He's back. He's back, guys.
Good to have you back. Soldier, she just looks scared. She has no idea what's going on. She's crying, and she's just kind of sobbing. And Finn's kind of like he had just woken up.
He's okay. He's not like full stab wounds or anything.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking, dude. I was like, fuck.
I would
What are you doing, Red?
I don't know. I don't know.
first I wanna say
Take a step back, Red.
I wanna. Is everybody in the same room or not?
It's an open floor concept basically.
I would say it seems there might be evil at work. Somebody might be trying to invade our minds, instruct us. I'm a cast divine sense. What you guys see is my eyes actually have an angelic glow, and then flightless wings come from my back. And
Are these the same scary black wings from before?
right, not as big though. And until the end of my next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You also detect the presence of any consecrated or desecrated places or objects. And That's what happened.
Okay. Yeah. So
Dry sense it.
yeah. So you realize that this is desecrated ground, and there are no fiends in sight.
I will tell everybody the grounds has been desecrated. Evil's been at work. You need to leave immediately.
I know what this is.
Double check with my magic eyes.
Yeah. You nothing out of the ordinary other than the 2 items you guys have gotten. Everything else is normal.
She didn't get no minds, just our dreams. This is one of my fairy godmothers.
I would tell Red we need to speak more about your favorite color shortly, but for now, everyone needs to leave this area.
With the
as soon
sword
as
still up
possible.
and pointed at Red, I'm just gonna edge myself in between him and Silja, and then I'm just gonna check her over.
Is she alright?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a medicine check. You're doing both of the kids or just?
Just Silja.
Okay.
I don't. Did we? Is it Finn?
Yeah.
Is he in the room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
Finn's right. Finn was next to Soldier.
He doesn't look into that.
Doesn't appear to be.
Oh, it's a 2.
You check her
She's
over.
bleeding
She's
profusely.
you check the back of her head. Nothing wet. Just looking at her, just out of common sense, she just looks incredibly frazzled.
Look like Red killed her.
I'll
I'm gonna send
ask her if she
Omar
can
to,
stand. Can she stand?
So when you give her this response, she doesn't seem like she's trying to stand, but if you like basically stand her, she can stand.
I'll scoop her up and move her to the kitchen.
Okay. You see Finn like chasing after her, and you do notice something. He's carrying some piece of cloth that he did not have.
I will tell everybody once again, on desecrated land, more bad stuff can happen.
It's time to leave.
Fresh
Y'all
air.
can stay if you like. But I'll make sure everybody leaves.
Can I investigate the 100 dead rats that were inside my pack?
Is it? Sorry.
Sure.
I'm going to
I'm just
go
looking for like,
outside.
how did they die? Did they just come here and freeze to death, or like what happened?
So it almost seems as though they like threw up blood. They're just dried blood on their mouth. But other than that, they just no immediate cause of death.
Is the effect in the area? It just is what it is now. That's the state of the environment, or is it a magical effect?
When you use your eyes, it did not come up as a magical effect. So whatever has happened has happened.
Did Finn follow me into the kitchen?
He followed Silja.
I'll set them together and tell them to sit down and say, just do me a favor and then count as high as you can. Just count.
Finn, obviously not counting. You can see Silja kind of doing this,
Mm-hmm.
and you're assuming that's her time.
I'll hand it mine for her. Deep breaths. Breathe.
And there's several bits of that before you need consistent.
Now, tell me what happened.
I don't know.
I'll look at Finn. Same question.
Yeah,
He doesn't know how to talk.
no, he does not know how to talk, and he seems like he picked up less than she.
I'm gonna kind of.
Yeah, one other thing. I also detect any presence of desecrated places or objects. So, Russ,
Oh, okay. So I don't think it technically counts as desecrated, but you do. I would say that you notice that the source of it, or at least, because how I'm imagining it is almost like this, like hot zone-esque thing, and Ulrich seems to have quite a bit from him.
okay.
Is he still here?
Or yeah, he's slept you guys.
Well, before
I sent him a message, but I never got a thing.
Is he awake? Cognizant?
Yes, yeah, he's awake.
I'll actually,
He seems kind of confused.
I'll actually rush him. Before I leave, if I know where the object coming from, I'm gonna go pat him down.
Pat him down.
I'm trying to find whatever, if it originated from him, right? Is there anything I can find on him?
So you're going up and you're gonna try and pat him down.
Yes,
Right.
I would say,
So
the origin
Yes.
came from you.
I'm sorry. So it's coming from his stuff.
His stuff.
Yes, which he's not like sleeping with his stuff.
Oh,
He
okay.
doesn't have his bag on.
Then
It's-
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I will
so
go
it's
to
from
wherever
the bag.
the source.
Got it. So what does Ulrich sound like?
My stuff! Wait, that's my stuff! Don't touch my stuff! I'll fucking kill you!
A young man. We can assume his balls have dropped by this point.
That's my stuff.
Don't touch my stuff!
That's my stuff.
That's my carpenter tools!
I can hear that first voice that he used, and it just still cracks me up.
So you go to his things and you start opening the bag and you're looking through stuff. I don't have his character sheet, so I don't know all of his stuff. I do apologize, but
I'm not trying to take any of his stuff.
Yeah, I got you. But so you're going through. As you're going through, you do notice a lot of the stuff that he has is like double locked boxes and like some stuff that just is slightly off. You're like, huh? And you had kind of already noticed like there was like that long dagger with a mirror on it. There's just some. He's got some weird stuff. But in the bottom of his bag, there is a sack that has some like a black goo from it, and that seems to be where it's.
Originator.
Yeah.
Do I see him grab this out of there?
You see him kind of. His eyes lighted up, so he's kind of very obvious, and then he's going over towards that. So he seems like they're like a dog that caught a scent. Seems like
Right.
something's going on.
I will let you say what you wanted to say first, and then I'll go back to it.
I don't remember now.
That's why I tried to go quick and then have
Right. Yeah.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna collect my stuff and move the kids outside.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, they don't need to be in here.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. So as you're collecting kids, I'll tell you what you see outside in a second.
Back to me?
Yeah.
Whatever the orientation was, I'm going to take this. Will I know?
Well, you have it in your hand now, right?
Yeah, the bag of goo.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm a paladin. I don't know how
yeah.
shit works, man.
You would recognize it. He would recognize it. You can give me an arcane check. Ulrich seems to be looking at Sonder like obviously from his perspective. You found the bag and Sonder's bolting for the door.
Yeah.
From his perspective, he's like, Sonder's about to make a run for it.
I'm gonna see that the back of your hand.
I know.
Well, you can just come to me.
For clarity,
I'm gonna do my
I'm
check
not
first.
running out the door.
Yeah.
I've got kids. It's
Come
a
on,
slow
kids,
pace.
you don't need to see this. Yeah,
Yeah.
got you.
This is your Arcana check.
I didn't remember that.
14.
What?
How he got the bag.
Yeah. So he's like, oh no, Sonder's leaving. He's like,
14?
14. So you would know. The best I would say with a 14 is that you know that obviously this is a type of dark magic. You may even be able to tell like the black goo has like almost like this glitter to it. You would know that it's some type of like dark side of Fey magic.
Dark side.
I'm gonna.
I will probably. How close are you to Ulrich? Not Ulrich. What's his name?
Ooh, Ulrich or Sonder?
The guy with the daggers.
Ulrich. Yeah.
Ulrich, yeah. How close are you to Ulrich? Because I will take this bag, and I'm about to yoke up Ulrich. So that's what I'm doing.
Well,
I'm beeline for it.
I'm seeing. I saw you like go through his shit, and pull that out,
Yeah, there you go. Sure.
and I'll be like,
Where the fuck did you get that?
And I'll tell you, this came out of Ulrich's bag.
I saw that. I'm asking him.
Oh. Okay.
Would,
Yeah.
would Ulrich lie for you? I don't think you guys have that good of a relationship.
We are not intimately acquainted
Okay.
at all.
Alright. I just wanted to,
I still find it strange that the kid followed us.
yeah.
how-
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I was kind of understanding the same thing.
Kyle would lie for me.
I know. That's how I was like. Oh.
Kyle.
I was given that.
Who gave it to you?
Sonder.
Zolder!
I would be outside by this time.
And I'd have been already on his ass by now.
On Ulrich or Saunders?
Not so, not
Ulrich.
On Ulrich. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on. I will hand this off to Red,
Snatch it. I'm
Okay.
going outside.
and I'm manhandling.
Okay. Yeah, he's a small boy, so
Yeah, yeah.
if you
I'm
grab
straight-
him,
I'm
you
straight
can
yoke.
lift him up.
Yeah, I'm straight grabbing him, yoking him up. I'm putting him in the chokehold and dragging him outside.
No, old ladies.
Is this just to
Yeah, shit, you can't
hold
talk
him, or are you trying to injure him?
No, this is just to hold him for now. So when I get outside,
Sounds
me
like
and
a
Aaron
grapple
will
is what it
do
sounds like.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? Go ahead. You're gonna do an athletics,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Okay. 20?
20 on the die.
No.
I was about to
Just
say,
25.
dude.
Dirty 20.
Okay,
He
so
said,
what would his acrobatics be?
I know he's got a
Plus
high
7,
dex.
I think.
Probably 7.
If he's 7 or
He's
5.
proficient in acrobatics, I
Is he?
believe,
Which is
and-
3?
and he's got at least 3 as a bonus.
He's got 17.
Yeah.
So
So
he got
so
the-
that's plus 6. Now, does he have expertise?
That's a good question. I don't know.
He has expertise. Yeah. So he's at 20 with the plus 6.
I'm at 20 with plus 6 also.
Yeah.
Meet or
So-
exceed. So
Oh yeah,
Technically,
it is.
he
yeah,
makes
so
it.
he does technically win. So you grab him, and he seems to
He's cracking.
no. He is letting you think you have him.
Okay. I'm
But
not trying to hurt
he
him.
can, yeah, I got you. But
Okay.
he can break. He
can break.
can break free. So he's kind of like this, but he's like, dude, I'm just gonna like slip my arm and
Yeah,
run.
yeah. He's got.
He's got.
I'm a carpenter.
Yeah.
I know.
You know.
This is the first time they grabbed
I
the
know.
cops.
I need to have him.
I go along with this shit with her. You know.
Yeah. So you start
Oh no,
moving him
Mr.
outside.
Officer.
Yeah. And
before they all come running outside, is there something? Is there the scene outside?
I'm sorry.
like
Thank you. Sorry. So there is about 10 to 15 feet from the home. There is this black ring that has circled it. You can tell even the pine tree that is next to it is now brown and kind of limbed over. And there are several people outside here. So there are. We will assume.
Heavy house, Nimsy.
We can do. Let's do this house as Nimsy's.
Even
special
these-
coming up too.
Yeah. So we've got 2 guards.
Were they protecting us, or they were just outside?
No, they are looking at this
Black circle.
black
around
circle.
Oh.
They don't seem like they want to cross it. There's some younger boy, and then there's also a young Goliath and a large hog, like a big boar, that's waiting around out here as well.
Do you want us to put our characters out there?
The characters that are going outside, but first, Sandra, if you want to just put yours as the only one.
I'm gonna take a picture also after we set this up.
Do I got space to like maybe move outside the 10-foot ring of shit?
Yeah. They're not apprehending you or
Oh.
anything like that. They don't.
So I'm outside the ring of shit with the kids, and I see all these people, but at the same time I notice that my backpack's soggy, and I'm gonna start going through it.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
I have a giant melted troll heart that's been in there for a while, and now that is all kinds of disgusting.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that would have went bad, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the heart's basically food. Yeah. So, and as you're going through it, you notice like your rations have went bad. Like there's just a funk that's coming from the thing. Outside there, one of the guards. He's like, "What is this?" He's kind of kicked some snow on it, and when he kicks snow on it, like the ooze just eats through that snow.
My ooze or the ring ooze?
Which? Both.
Yeah, but the one was a heart, and the other is. I'm gonna have to ask someone else, man. I woke up in it. I'm not here with
I
it.
woke up in it.
And
This isn't a new Bugatti.
Yeah, I woke up.
at this point, people are. You guys would start stepping out, and the gentleman's. What's your name?
Who's asking?
Turner. Head guard. You can tell. By the way, head guard is a very generous title that this man. He is basically a farmer with a sword.
I'm going to be entirely honest with you, Turner. I didn't realize you guys had guards. I'm Sonder. Until recently in the employ of the speaker.
And when you say Sonder, there is that person is a gnome. The one on the far right. I'm
This
sorry.
one?
Yeah, my right, not yours. The tall, slender, this person. The person with the.
Oh, that one's a gnome?
With the
Yeah.
tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looked like a messenger thing, and Sandra, I have something for you. And this,
Do I recognize him at all?
no, but he has a messenger's bag.
Reflexively, the sword comes out. There's green flames. I'm like, how do you know me?
I don't. I'm from Goodmead. You guys, you're Sonder, member of Red and the Boys, former record keeper of the town of Goodmead.
I'm a record keeper.
He questions the messenger. and demon.
I chuckle in spite of myself, and I put the sword away, and I just kind of. I'm digging shit on my back, but I motion for him. to
So he's going to hand you a letter. This letter's from Clef. I'll
lovely.
in a second. But you guys now will
Kick
burst
the door
through.
open.
I'm sorry.
Before I step out, whoever's still in the house, I would tell them to go get Nancy.
Okay,
She's
so
not
she's,
in the house.
She's not in here.
she's not.
No.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
I was like, don't leave her in the desecrated land also.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I kicked the door open.
Sonder!
So,
As it comes out,
he
I
would
said,
have came out first.
check your bags. There's shit. Fucking.
Where's her?
Speaking of bags, where did you get this one?
I turn around and say,
Dump my
what do you mean?
Ulrich said you had this, or you gave this to
You're
him.
trying to save the
I've never
fur.
given anything to Ulrich.
The fur's fine.
Why would you
You
say
can
that?
get the fur. Still can.
I'm not Ulrich.
This
I'm
is the
Sonder.
reason for last night.
And I just throw it down on the ground.
This person.
What are we looking for? Red.
Do I recognize his bag that he just threw down?
No, you do not.
Well, what is it then?
It's a hex bag.
It's a hex bag from a fucking night hag.
Well, I'm clearly not a night hag, Red.
Well, I'm not saying you're a night hag. So you got this from one, gave it to Ulrich.
I've never
Yeah,
given
it's not
anything
just a
to
night
Ulrich. I will repeat that again. And if anything, this seems like more your business, Red. And Saunders stands up and meets his gaze. You see the light flaring out from underneath the hood.
You really don't want to cross me right now. If you enjoy having at least one head.
Threatening me, Red?
I'm not threatening you. It's a friendly one.
And it sounds like you
His
have
character.
explaining to do. And I'll return to my bag and try my best to fucking clean that shit out.
You coming out? What about his character?
Do you have Ulrich like grappled right now, bringing him out?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm trying to get everybody.
wow.
I'm about to take a picture.
Be
That's
rather
the
careful
second
of Ken's mini.
Can't believe it got fucked up.
Little stick.
My little stick.
Is everybody outside?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You get the
let
candle?
me
How tall's
I was trying to get
just
some
for
light
just
on
my
you.
frame of reference.
5'9".
5'9"? Because like the image of like your characters, and I know you're like manhandling them. It seems like an angry dad. Just
Let's see. Yeah.
oh, I can't
Yeah.
It's
wait.
decent light.
Yeah, thank you. Alright. Unless you want to send it to me.
Love the shadows. That
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
Try to get a few angles
Making a
here.
note. Red threatened.
Give me a different angle.
Of course.
Like through here.
You want it portrait?
No. Yeah. And portrait, why not? Give me two. More pictures the better.
I think
Kyle,
this is
I
technically
hope I do
portrait.
all work justice.
You want it zoomed at all, or you don't care?
Make it look nice.
Sounds good.
It's going on the screen.
It's not cooperating.
Alright, while he's doing that, want me to start off or?
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
Alright, so I'll be dragging Oric out.
I think that's about the best one I can do. I'm
I'll,
honestly struggling. So.
I'll take a part of this. I'll be dragging him out,
Okay.
and I'm gonna throw Oric on the ground.
Yep. So you throw him on the ground. He kind of he doesn't mind hitting the ground, but he kind
He
of
does a cartwheel.
scurries across.
I tell him, stay here. I want everybody to come. We're gonna come to the bottom of this. Here and now. Or that bag. Red. Bring the bag, please.
I just got to kick it over to you.
Where did you get this bag?
Sonder, I'm not.
Totally by happenstance, as he says my name, you hear "fuck." Sonder has just discovered the 2 spoiled canteens of good meat in his bag. He's pouring them out. He's like,
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Yesterday, when I was catching up to you guys, I ran into Sonder. He had asked me to hold the bag for him just until we get back in town.
Sonder.
you have to speak a little louder. I'm preoccupied.
I'll just go over and grab something.
You grabbing me?
I'm grabbing.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Do you need to roll an attack or something?
Are you like full
Grab
grab?
it. Will be
It's been a
me
very
take my hand
stressful
and
last
grab
couple
his
days.
shirt. And grab whatever he's wearing, like this.
So you just,
Yes.
as you do, Saunders stands up with the grab, and then everything ignites in green flame.
That's
And I
fine.
will tell you to unhand me once.
And then
As far as
I
I'm
will-
concerned, you've already been unhanded.
I will let him go, and I'll say this is a serious matter. Ulrich said you have given him a bag of corruption that has
As
desecrated
I
this
have
land.
clearly already told Rick, I have never given Ulrich anything. At all. Ever.
At that point, I would say if anyone resists, I will be casting Zone of Truth. If anybody resists it, because I should be able to know who resists.
Is that what it's spelled?
I'll
I
double check.
believe it says something like that.
Yes, because
You
you
know
could
if
know
people
if
succeeded.
if succeeded
Oh, you're
or.
right.
I want
Run
to
away?
just
Yeah,
just
just
look it up,
run
make sure it
away.
works. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Okay.
Um,
I'll just double
Might
check.
want to roll a stealth check because he just moved his many way the fuck out of
I
there once
just
he heard
started
Zone of
moving.
Truth.
Oh, you guys are jumping.
Oh!
I just started moving.
I'm put.
This ain't my bag.
yeah, I was curious if like you and him had any like friendship because I was like I'll just throw it on somebody else. Just blame someone else. What about me?
This is my last second level slot.
Ooh.
Yeah, hey. it is
Ooh.
what it is.
Well,
15-foot radius spear created on the point of your choice within range. We create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere. centered on the point of your choice within range. Till the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn that makes they must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak deliberately lie speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on a saving throw. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie.
Okay,
So I will know.
Now, really quick, and I may have missed it. I apologize. But can they willingly fail?
It doesn't say they can or cannot.
In most cases of magic, if it's like a friendly person casting the spell on you, you can
Willingly
choose to.
fail. All right, so we want to be okay with it. People willingly fail.
I'm gonna save against it.
They're gonna save against it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
Alright. I will
What is
tell.
your-
I will say.
Where are you casting it first of all?
Yeah. Probably right
It
in the
will be.
middle of us.
I will bring everyone to the middle, and I'll be trying to cast it. In the
Bring
whole-
everyone?
If you want to
Correct.
set this underneath you guys, and you can see what we're. And you just put that on the bottom. If you guys want to lift up the mini so we can place it
Yeah.
under there. Thank you.
Let's not labor under the delusion that everybody's going to be cooperative.
That's fine. That's why I'm making the assumption. That's why I'm gonna make the statement I'm about to make now. If you deliberately try to resist our zone of truth, I will just assume that you are lying right here and right now.
I think you should check yourself. Do not deign to allow you to cast any magic on me.
Right. And I will just still make the statement.
Just click.
You know, as a matter of fact, let's go a step further. If you're casting the Zone of Truth, I counterspell it.
You have spell slots?
Yeah,
Short
short rest, baby!
Nice. Oh shit.
Is
That's
that
fine.
automatic succeed?
He has
Well, it's
to.
cast at 3rd level, and I'm pretty sure Zone of
yeah.
Truth is.
Second level.
It's cast at 3rd level?
All of my
he's
spells are
gotta be
cast at the
max
highest level I
cast.
have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Alright, so no zone of
That's
truth then,
fine.
I guess.
Yeah, I still cast it, so I know that he's counterspelling
He
it.
counts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Watch me
so I can
snatch
burn
the
it.
energy right out of the air and just.
Right in the pile
By the
with
way,
the Uzi
the two guards are slowly
Just walking
not
away.
guarding. They're like
The
"All
head
right."
guard too?
Huh? Oh yeah. He's just barking with the sword.
Well, obviously someone here's lying.
Well, let's roll with the thing first. So I'll just
Roll,
I can't not roll anything, but I cast the spell.
He dispelled it.
He dispels it.
Yeah.
I'll mark that off.
I can't believe you counterspell.
That's fine.
Standing on principle here.
That's perfectly fine.
Obviously someone here's lying. Sander, me and you have been through enough. You've earned my respect. I will trust you. Ulrich, I don't know fuck about you.
What do you want me to say? It's the truth.
Can I insight check him?
I will have to assume that Ulrich's telling the truth.
You're more than welcome to.
Awesome.
13. Oh, I'm sorry. Where's insight? 12.
Yeah, he seemed to be telling the truth.
Or let me ask you something. When Sander gave this to you, when you met up with him, did you notice any kind of bad smells in the air?
I did not notice that. He did seem to be lost, confused.
And how would I be lost if I was with everyone?
Seemed to be. So, I guess let me recount it as I remember. I was walking through the woods and saw Sander. I approached him. He had seemed panicked and asked me to hold this until we got back to town, and then wait a few moments. He actually let me know where you guys were. I would have never found you guys. And then he just told me to give him a few minutes so he could get back up to you guys.
And why didn't you give it back to him, like he told you?
Honestly, there was a whole lot going on. Sonder had burnt his hand. I wasn't even sure if he was in the right mental state. I just kind of forgot about it.
That was a valid point.
Can I insight Saunders' face for any sign of understanding or recollection?
You can't see Saunders' face.
Well, yeah.
But you can
facial-
his mannerisms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah. So I'm sorry. What are you looking for from Sonder?
I'm essentially just seeing if Sonder would, based on his mannerisms, I can just ask Sonder blatantly if that's easier, but
I'm just curious what you're looking for.
just to see if Sonder is also telling truth on his side.
So at this story, Sonder doesn't seem to be, at least, correct me if I'm mistaken, he, like, as the story is being recounted, it's not like this kind of visible nervousness or apprehension of the story being told.
So
I don't know if you would betray anything like, because this is the first time you're hearing the story.
Oh no, I mean, I'm comfortable in the knowledge that when everything went down with the moose, I never left the party's sight. As a matter of fact, I went ahead of them to the temple tomb thing.
Yeah.
And I would assume he's also telling the truth then.
If you were to think back on the night, you probably could not come up with a time in which Sonder was out of your sight, with the exception of in the woods in the beginning, in which he was with Red.
Yeah, and I was with you the whole time, so.
And then Red was with
Yeah. So without the exception of like things that aren't described in D&D, like the 30-second kiss breaks behind the tree, at no point was he did it.
You think? Well, I think Red knowing all things hag at this point.
Yeah. You know.
I think he'd be kind of piecing it together and make a shapeshift.
I don't think that is out of the realm of possibilities.
I think I know what happened here. It wasn't Sonder that gave us the order, if he can be believed. Hags are a crafty coven. They can change their form at will. Sonder, I'm sorry, it's been a very rough morning.
I'm picking up the canteens and just chucking them back in the bag, and it says, "I understand, Red."
I think we need to collect ourselves, get new food, new rations. I just need to clear my head, catch my breath.
What was the town guard's name?
The town guard, the head guard is Turner.
Turner.
And Reggie was his guy next to him.
Turner.
And Turner is now was like, yeah, and you can tell he's put some distance.
He got the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wave him over with my nub since he's on that side.
Okay. And go on, look at you. And you can start walk over.
The lottery is over, is it not?
It is.
Which means the Lucky Liar is open-ish.
We actually had a break-in last night.
Well, Turner, I have
We're
bad
looking
news
into things.
for you, but we need food first.
Come on, I'll take you.
I will gather my ship, and I'll follow Turner to the Lucky Liar.
Yep. And he'll take you there. And Reggie, see about cleaning this. And Reggie's just like. He's out there with the shovel, and he's just scooping snow onto it, and then it's just melting it.
If we burn down the house, we'll have to cleanse it.
Ulrich will go back.
Before Ulrich tries to leave,
Oh no, grab his out of the house.
I will actually walk with Ulrich. Because I will tell him I still need the truth. And I'll tell Aramir to come with me back there.
Okay. Oh, so back in home.
Yeah, we'll walk with him to get his stuff, and then I'll tell Ulrich, I do have one more Zone of Truth that I can cast. At least I'd like to know the truth. And if you're willing.
I've got little time.
Understood.
So he's gonna grab his bag. He's gonna, kind of begrudgingly put it on.
Yeah, I was gonna let them do what they want to do first, and then I want to try to do it. Just me, him, and Ulrich.
Somewhere.
Go to another location.
Got it. So you guys want to? Okay, so Ulrich, Eramir, and Momonga are going to do the Circle of Truth, and then Sonder. And who else is going to?
Does anybody follow me and Turner?
We'll turn. It's hard for me not to name the other guy Hooch.
You, I guess they'll, following you? Like, you still with them? Or?
I don't have them with me. They were out here with us when everything kicked off.
Alright, well, we don't gotta, do the dialogue or anything, but Red's kind of just trying to console the kids and apologize and just try to smooth it out.
And after Soju calms down, she kind of touches you and she can kind of see that it's upset you a lot as well.
Were they affected by the drinks at all?
Yes.
Oh wow! What did they dream?
Yes.
And how did that manifest? I have to know now.
Do you guys want to know? Well, I don't want to tell you one of their dreams because it's going to be a spoiler.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
you don't have to tell us the dream, but
want-
how did it manifest at least?
that manifesto.
Yeah, so one of them has a new article of clothing that they're hiding.
The cloth that you said.
The cloth, exactly. And then, which is Finn's. And then Solja has very, very nice abdominal scar, as if she just had a C-section.
She has what?
It had a C-section.
Wow.
That's fucked up. That's Duke and whole shit, right?
I wouldn't have noticed that in my. Well, I don't roll a 2.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
all
exactly. Yeah, I know that. So I was like, and you rolled like a 5. Yeah.
Give me something. Yeah, at least give me. Come on, man. You gotta give me something.
She wasn't dying, and that was good enough for me.
Yeah, we gotta respect the dice a little bit. You also notice that there is this Goliath with a hog that's kind of just standing there. It's kind of
That's pretty crazy.
waiting on you guys. So as you guys go off, the hog and the guy kind of walk, kind of paces back. And Turner, do you know? Help me out at all. What's going on right there?
Who? Talking to me?
Turner. Yeah.
Oh. You weren't listening?
It got heated up, and I was going to get reinforcements.
I hate to break it to you, guard captain, but that's the kind of stuff that you're supposed to deal with.
Yes.
He kind of zones out. He's like, it's hard. I agree that it would be better if we had someone that could stand up to it. But
I'm like 10 paces ahead of him. I was like, walk and talk, Turner. Walk and talk.
I would do no good for the town dead.
What?
I would do no good for the town dead.
This is true. Can you swing that sword?
Not well.
Come on, Turner. Let's find some food and we'll talk.
So yeah, he's so you guys start going up to Lucky Liar. The Lucky Liar. There's some of the lanterns have been lit, and then inside the establishment, it's very cold. The hearth wasn't started, and then Turner's going to. Danae never showed up today. We got someone checking her house now.
Oh, I'm aware. Allow me to start a fire real quick. Is there anything in the hearth that can burn? Is there a firewood stockpile?
Yeah. So the before she leaves, she sets it up for the next day.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just stab it with a green flame until it catches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you leave it in there for a moment, and maybe 20-30 seconds later it catches.
You said that the Lucky Liar had been broken into. Is there signs of this?
Not really. When asked, the door was left open. We assume someone broke in.
Would there be tracks, snowy wet footprints, maybe?
We didn't see any. And if you look, there doesn't appear to be any. Seems like some of the food may have been taken. It's not uncommon.
Oh, okay. I'll just do a brief scan about with detect magic, and then I'm gonna go behind the bar and try my absolute dangest to create a white moose.
Okay.
Tears streaming down her face.
Saunders actually crying a little bit.
Aww.
Can't see it because fucking.
As he packs her on the snow.
All right. Performance or maybe a good recall. I would say either performance or I don't want to say history.
Yeah, history, right?
Yeah, that's I guess
That's
yeah,
what
right.
it'd be.
Yeah, so,
if he's trying to make the drink or if he's trying to remember
I
the
know
recipe.
what's in it.
you do.
'Cause I made it with
yeah,
her.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a performance check. Let's see how faithful, how good.
Or sleight of hand.
The ratio.
Ooh. Skills. Oh, that spells. Skills.
So, what are you doing?
12.
I'm going to break away. I gotta send off some letters.
Okay, and then Red, you're just consoling the kids, but where are you at?
I think I would take them to get some food. Like,
Okay, so you're going to Lucky Liar as well?
Yeah, but I got an errand I want to run after that.
After that or before that?
After we all get a meal.
Riv?
Seeing Emrys walk away, I'll probably just catch up to the Goliath then.
Catch up to the Goliath?
Yeah, he was trailing behind everybody
Yes.
else.
Yep, okay. What'd you get?
12.
12. Yeah, so you make the drink. It that doesn't taste as good as the one that she made, but you got the ingredients ready. It tastes like a white goose.
I make 2, one for me and one for Turner. Now that I tell him to pop a squat, we got some chat to do.
And he's kind of taken aback by it, but he sits down.
So, first things first, Danae is not coming back.
And he takes a sip of it. What do you mean?
Well, she's dead. My companions and I found her last night at the Happy Scrimshander, along with the body of her aunt.
What? Did you?
Kill Danae? No! What? No. Focus, Turner.
How do you know this?
Like I just said,
Focus.
my companions and I came back into town last night. She was.
Shut that
Fuck you, ho.
Followed one of my associates to the Happy Scrimshander when we're kids were staying with Danae, and we discovered her body and her aunt's. There was a break-in. I believe the assailant came through the window. Unfortunately, I could not find a murder weapon or any evidence or any sign or... Actually, wait a second. I pulled the scrimshaw out of my pocket. And I set it on the counter and I say, "Can you read that?"
He picks it up and looks at it and kind of, he just looks at you kind of like, with a confused look. No.
I am very happy to hear that, Turner, and I'll put it back in my pocket.
Nimsy, she's
Out of sorts, unfortunately.
is going to hell.
Oh, come on, Turner, it has you.
Needs to be warm.
Is there any foodstuffs at the bar?
Not at the bar. There's nothing left out like that. But in the kitchen, there are several wooden barrels that can be fried.
Is it an open kitchen? Can you like see to the bar from the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna wander back into the kitchen and start collecting foodstuffs and still talking to Turner.
So yeah, you're going. You're going through there. There's cheeses. There's meat, fish, and then there's a couple apples and stuff like that. Not of the best quality, but.
I take one of my daggers out and I'm crafting a charcuterie board for whenever the rest of the party arrives.
Okay, heck yeah. In a couple minutes, Red will arrive. Do you have any leads on today?
A murderer? No. Like I said, it was late. We couldn't even do anything with the bodies. It's probably best not to be seen there until the morning. But I could talk to you.
I know this may be partially off topic and possibly slightly rude. The White Moose.
Was it not good? I'm not today. I can't make it the way she did.
No, not to drink the.
Oh, you mean
beast.
the moose? The moose. Yes, of course. The deed is done.
It's done.
It's done. And I know it's not related, but just to sell it to him, I show him my stump.
It bit your arm off.
They can bite.
And he's kind of like he kind of like laughs at your macabre humor, but also there's a sense of horror.
This one needs to be the head guard, you know?
Yeah, exactly. He just needs someone
Kinda shit you got to do.
to say that Danae's killer was the one-armed man. That's great. Just the town will be able to go back into the woods.
You don't tell him nothing about like what's still out there. You're just like, yeah, everything's good. It's a shit show out there when he's like,
Are there
yeah.
bodies still there?
Danae?
Yes.
Yes. We didn't think it was right to touch them. Well, at least I didn't. I don't know if they were there when we left them there.
I covered them with sheets.
Oh, but they may be covered.
Better go collect them. Is there any chance you're going to Bridge Inn?
Might not be for some time. Do you need something?
It's fine. I can send a letter. There's a investigator and inquisitor there who's going to call for it.
I will take word for it.
Nerd.
One favor for a favor.
Second sister.
Yeah, and then he'll grab some parchment and pen, and he'll basically write to Victor Crump and basically write that there has been a murder. Nimsy Huddle is incapacitated, and we're requesting your guidance and your investigator prowess